Hi, I'm Nick D'Agostino, and this is Pat Flynn for I Woke Up Today. Today we're going to be talking about the Big Bang. Imagine everything you've ever known, seen, or touched, or felt was all collided into one single point of the universe. Now, the universe was everything into one single point, and it was zero-dimensional because we had no dimensions to play it against or see where it landed, and it was of infinite matter and energy because Einstein figured out that matter is the same as energy. Now, what we think happened is, in a split second, everything expanded and flew out into outer space and created the universe. And it's constantly moving, constantly cooling to this day. Now, Einstein figured out during his general theory of relativity that the universe must be either expanding or contracting. But it was such a weird concept at the time because everybody thought the universe was of one definite space that nobody really talked about it. But what happened is the further out that we could see into space, we could tell that things are actually moving away from us through this thing called redshift. The farther away it goes, the redder it looks, which is lower on the scale of color spectrum, so it means it's moving away from us. So we know that things are moving away. Now, what makes us think that they're moving away from something is that we could tell that certain spots are actually expanding and moving away from each other faster than other spots. So take a look at this balloon. We know that these 2 points are moving away from each other faster than 2 points closer to each other. That means that when we look at this, that the universe must be expanding from one point. We don't know where that point is. Now, the universe is not a three-dimensional aspect like the balloon. It's actually four-dimensional of a space-time continuum. Now, it's kind of crazy to think about what the universe would be like in a single point before time even existed, or space even existed. So let that balloon go. What Einstein said is, in his general theory of relativity, is that instead of this single point balloon thing holding all the space and time actually warps around it. So what actually happened in the first couple of seconds was it exploded. And in the first 10 to the negative 34th second, that's a point with 34 zeros and a 1, which is a very, very, very short time, faster than anything you could think of. In that first amount of time, these crazy particles were flying out and bumping and running and jumping into each other like a crazy Super Bowl party or something. And then as time went on, things got a little more solid and things cooled down a little bit. And in the first second, we see what is called neutrinos and antineutrinos, which for a long time people don't even know if they actually really even existed. And then within the first 90 seconds we got to protons and neutrons that kind of made the first nuclei and the elements that we know today like lithium, and it pretty much stayed like that for 1 million years. So for a long time people were saying stuff like, well, where are these antineutrons and these neutrinos or whatever? And it turns out in 1965 some guy found in the back corners of space, because space is like your house with a closet where you keep a bunch of crap that you never see, he found these antineutrinos and these neutrinos, which makes us believe that we are on the right path to figuring everything out. Now, nobody knows why this all exploded. We just know that it did, and apparently that's good enough for everybody. So thanks for checking in with I Woke Up Today. Don't forget to learn you're human, and if this interests you at all, please feel free to read up more about it. Subscribe to the mailing list, and if you like this video, show a bunch of your friends. Thanks.